Oh, hello. We are live. Are we live? We're live. Okay. So I had this booth at this conference during the past 2 days, to promote my school gardening programs. A teacher who I knew very well came to my table, and after highs and hugs and, how are you? She said, my school garden is terrible. Now, this was an enthusiastic teacher that I knew very well in one of my schools, so we actually built their garden and got their garden to success for them. At the end of the program, I remember very well, I went to the VP of the school and I asked him about his plans, and he named this teacher as the one who was going to enthusiastically take it over. One of the things that we do when we go to our schools is that we teach the teachers, we train them if they're interested. So this teacher didn't get that training, and only because she grew some plants here and there with her students every once in a while, they thought she could do it. What did I tell him? I practically begged him to buy one of my lowest price training courses for this teacher, to give her the basics of school gardening. She was really enthusiastic gardener, but she was not a school gardener. She wasn't trained for this. I think it was like $100 or something like that, a really, really cheap price. But, well, he didn't think she needed it, and to tell you the truth, he gave me the feeling that he thought that I was after his $100, which, frankly, it was kind of saddening to see that after working together for 2 seasons, he thought of me so low. But what really saddened me was that he wasn't willing to spend such low amount of money for her to give her teacher the support a professional was telling him she will need. Could I given him the course for free? Yes, I could have. Like $100 is a drop in the ocean for me. Why did I not do it? Because it wasn't about the money. For him, it was about the value. He didn't know the value this training would provide to his teacher. So now the teacher standing at my table, frustrated and disappointed like that. Honestly, my heart sank. It's torture for me to see teachers who are caring so much and so passionate for this fail. So I asked her, why? What happened to your garden? And she said, it didn't get water during summertime. It's easy to pick one thing and blame everything on other people. So I asked her, what happened? Did you put the schedule together? Did you invite the parents to do it? She said, yes, we set everything up and the parents promised that they will water it, but they didn't do it. I was so disappointed when I came back in September. I wish I lived closer so I could come and water myself. And I told her, no, honey, it's not supposed to be you. And she already knew that. And the question I told her you need to ask yourself is not, why did they not water my garden? The question you need to ask yourself is this: why did my school garden rely so much on summer watering? What did I do wrong in the design? What was missing from what my students planted in the garden that made it so invisible and insignificant that community wasn't interested to come around to do the watering? I told her, remember the giant sunflowers we planted last year in your garden and the companion planting with it that attracted all those butterflies? So, there is a reason for everything we plant in a garden, and there's a reason everything we don't plant in a garden. And one more question: what could you have done in September to turn things around quickly instead of standing there disappointed? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Okay, the phone's ringing. Believe it or not, there is a madness. There's a method to the madness of what I teach teachers. So, the reason I am telling you all this story is this. I want you to know the importance of getting proper training in this. Some teachers are like, oh, no, I have the blackest thumbs on earth. There's no way ever I can do this. And some other teachers are like, I've grown things in my backyard before, so I know it all. I don't need any training. They're both wrong. School gardening is easy if you're properly trained. And the training is not expensive and it doesn't take a lot of time either. Now, I'm not saying come buy my courses. I'm not actually campaigning for selling any course right now, this moment. It doesn't have to be me. Go find your expert and learn how to do school gardening. There is a complete system to doing this. If you follow it, you will succeed. But you need to know that you need this training and you need to be willing to be trained and willing to be learning. Okay? There's a method to this, and the method is really, really, really easy to learn. That's all I wanted to say, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Ciao.